Welcome back to Mastering AWS Step Functions. In this lesson, we will explain what will happen when we update the state machine that we created. Then we will edit the hello world state machine and start a new execution. After that, we will examine the output. So when you update a state machine, your update will are eventually consistent. After a few seconds or a few minutes, all the newly started execution will reflect your state machine's updated definition and role ARN. All currently running executions will run to completion under the previous definition and role ARN before update. And that is the meaning of eventually consistent. Let's update the hello world state machine and update the result in the word pass state. From the hello world page in state machine, click on edit, labeled as number 1 in this screenshot, and on the edit hello world page in the code pane, update the code by adding the result field. For hello, we added the result with the string hello, and in the word state, the result field contains the string world has been updated. Click on save. That is next to label 1 in the screen. A pop-up window mentions that the changes to your state machine may affect which resources it needs to access. To ensure your state machine has the right permission, you might need to edit the current IAM role, create a new one, or select a different role. This message is standard. We will just choose save anyway. Next to label number 2. Click on start execution again, and start execution also in the pop-up window. Now we examine the execution details. Let's navigate through the page and note that under the graph page or the graph view, you can examine the state visually. You can also export the workflow as an image, an SVG or a PNG image. To do that, we click on export and choose the image format as shown under label number 1, next to label number 1 in this screenshot. In the graph view, if you click on any of the states, you can see the details. For example, let's click on the word state and select the input and output tab next to label number 2. You can note that the input was the string hello, which was passed from the previous state, which is the hello state, and the output of the word state is the result of this state, which is word has been updated. In this lesson, we have learned how to update a state machine, and we had fun running a few executions and checking the result. Join me at the next level to learn, or join me at the next lesson to learn how to clean up the state machine and the role that we created in the previous lesson.